In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on August 21st, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Boston Red Sox versus Houston Astros. The Boston Red Sox face the Houston Astros with both teams looking to improve on great seasons. The Red Sox have a 66-58 record, and with 3 wins in a row, they have leaped only a few games back of a wild card spot. The Astros have a 70-55 record and hold one of the wild card spots in the American League but hope to rebound from 3 losses in a row. For the upcoming game, the Red Sox will turn to James Paxton as their starting pitcher, who has only allowed 2 runs in his last 2 starts, while the Astros will turn to Cristian Javier, who has allowed 9 runs in the last 3 starts. This is going to be a great game between 2 of the best teams in the American League. The Red Sox have looked great in recent weeks, but the Astros look to step up at home and control this game from the first inning. The Astros, who average 4.85 runs per game, should drive in runs at will with Yordan Alvarez, Kyle Tucker, and the rest of the lineup making hard contact and powering the ball against the Red Sox pitchers to easily plate base runners. The Astros should limit the Red Sox at the plate with Cristian Javier pitching multiple strong innings to allow the bullpen to close out the game with the lead. I know rolling with Houston sounds crazy given the current form of these 2 teams, but the thing is that Houston was set up to fail in that Seattle series as they've struggled against righties this month, but they've been much better against lefties, which should benefit them here against Paxton. Boston's been hitting well lately, but the bullpen continues to be an issue, and going against the Astros, who have a stellar bullpen, I have to think that the Astros get it done here. So the Houston Astros money line is our full game side pick. Both lineups have been great and they look to drive in runs throughout the upcoming game. The Red Sox, who average 4.89 runs per game, should constantly drive in runs with Rafael Devers, Tristan Casas, and the rest of the lineup making hard contact and crushing pitches to easily plate base runners. The Astros, who are scoring 5.23 runs per game in August, should run up the score with Yordan Alvarez, Kyle Tucker, Alex Bregman, and the rest of the lineup swinging for the fences and crushing pitches to drive in runs at will. This will be a high-scoring game with both lineups stepping up. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Seattle Mariners versus Chicago White Sox. A pair of American League teams in different situations open up a series on the diamond on the south side of the Windy City looking to start the new week with a victory. The Seattle Mariners are on the road as they kick off a 3-game series with the Chicago White Sox Monday night. Seattle was in action Sunday on the road against Houston looking to earn a sweep of that series. The Mariners rolled to a 10-3 triumph in the middle game of the set Saturday afternoon. Chicago was in action to finish up a series on the road against the Rockies in interleague play Sunday afternoon, hoping to avoid a sweep. The White Sox fell 11-5 in the middle game of that series Saturday night. In the first series between the teams this season, the Mariners took 2 of 3 at home June 16th and June 18th. The White Sox have struggled most of the season and dealt away several key pitchers at the trade deadline in an effort to facilitate their latest effort at a rebuild. Meanwhile, Seattle has been hot over the last month or so, pushing into the final wild card spot in the American League entering Sunday while trailing Houston by 1.5 games for the second wild card spot. They also were within striking distance of the top spot in the American League West leading Rangers. Seattle has Castillo on the hill and he's 3-0 in his last 4 starts after a rough stretch in June and July. The White Sox are going nowhere, especially after getting smacked around by the Rockies in the first 2 games of their series at Coors Field. There's a major difference between the pitching staffs throughout the month of August, as Seattle is 5th in the majors with a 3.21 team earned run average in their 18 games, while the White Sox are 26th in MLB with a 5.51 team earned run average in 17 games right now. These offenses in the last week have been on 2 completely different levels, as Seattle is averaging 6.71 runs in their previous 7 games, while Chicago is scoring 4.8 runs in their last 5 games. So the Seattle Mariners to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Seattle entered Sunday's action having seen the over post a 61-60-2 mark in their 123 games this season. The Mariners are 13th in the majors in runs per game as they put up an average of 4.64 runs per game, though that climbs slightly to an average of 4.87 runs per game on the road. Seattle has seen an average total of 8.71 runs per game on the year, and that number rises to 9.03 runs per contest as the road team. The White Sox went into Sunday having seen the under post a 61-54-8 mark in their first 123 games. Chicago is tied for 25th in the majors with 4.1 runs per game, a number that falls slightly to 4.03 runs per game at home this season. The White Sox have an average total of 9.12 runs per game on the year. That number drops to an average of 8.89 runs per game as the home team this year. Look for the Mariners to dent Toussaint and push this game past the total. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Cincinnati Reds versus Los Angeles Angels. The Los Angeles Angels play host to the Cincinnati Reds on Monday night in a series opener from Angel Stadium, in a valuable game for at least one of the teams involved. The Reds continue to be stuck in the middle of an intense race in both the National League Central and in the National League wild card races. For the Angels, a brutal second half has them needing a miracle to work into the playoff picture, but if there was ever a time to start a winning streak, this would be it. The last time these squared off was in 2019, when the two split across 4 games. Though with much having changed in both clubhouses since, this one could go either way. Both of these teams have found little momentum over the past few weeks, and after not meeting since the 2019 season, this should be a very interesting matchup between two teams full of young, developing talent. The Reds have the pitching advantage, as Ashcroft continues to show elite stuff over the last few months, while Giolito has gone in the opposite direction. Adding in all the injury woes that the Angels continue to deal with, and it's concerning that they won't have enough experienced options to produce runs this week. The Reds have some injuries of their own, but with their offensive leaders ready to go, as well as a winning record on the road, the sky is the limit for them in this one. While the Angels are 6-4 in their past 10 matchups, the Reds came away big winners in their past 2, outscoring Los Angeles 15-8 over those 2 games. But with so much roster turnover since that point, we need to look at the 2023 season, and with the Reds' electric young rookies leading the way, they're a great pick as the underdog here. So the Cincinnati Reds money line is our full game side pick. While neither of these lineups have been setting the world on fire in recent times, the pitching inconsistency has certainly made them fight through plenty of high-scoring battles, and with the over sitting at 5-5 in their past 10 head-to-head battles, there's a good chance of that happening again. For the Angels, the over sits at 7-3 in their past 10 games, and with Lucas Giolito's earned run average over 8 and Ashcraft sitting at almost 5, these are two teams that will need to score plenty of runs to win big games, so expect no different in this one. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.